Hello, everybody. This is Big Daddy B with the B.AND.R Show. My co-host, Big Hoss.
Yeehaw, Big Hoss here.
We're going to kick off the show tonight with a song, and it's Zombies, and it's time of the season. Here it is.
It's the time of the season when love runs high. In this time, give it to me easy and let me try with pleasured hands to take you in the sun to promised lands, to show you everyone. It's the time of the season for loving. What's your name? Who's your daddy? He rich. Is he rich like me? Has he take us anytime to show you what you need to live? Tell it to me slowly. Tell you why I really want to know. It's the time of the season for loving. What's your name? Who's your daddy? He rich. Is he rich like me? Has he taken anytime to show you what you need to live? Tell it to me slowly. Tell you why I really want to know. It's the time of the season for loving.
All right, everybody. That was Time of the Season by the Zombies. We have a lot to cover tonight. From Obama telling every school district in the United States to allow transgender bathrooms, Syrian refugee situation. I mean, we have a good amount of stuff to cover tonight. We're going to go ahead and start with the transgender bathroom policy. Now, Obama said, is telling every school district in the United States to have. Okay, you can look at it this two ways. There was also talk that he wanted a transgender bathroom, or they would allow transgenders in the bathroom of their choice. And I don't know.
That will give a whole new idea to free period in between classes.
Oh God. Now this came after what happened in North Carolina. You know, you've got, I think it was it PayPal that lost a whole bunch of employees because of the transgender?
Yes.
Yeah. PayPal and
several concerts have been canceled in North Carolina. Dolly Parton, though, for you Dolly fans, she's not canceled hers.
Now, schools are not liking this. They are actually retaliating back and saying, no, we're not going to do this.
So let them lose their funding, because I don't really think it's going to matter.
And that's exactly what they're trying to do. They're going to cut school funding somehow, some way.
It's federal funding.
Right. Well, no, you also have state level funding too. They'll still get the state funding, won't
Well,
they?
like 80% is federal.
Well, 80% is federal, but then you have the state, which is not much money to work with.
But the way, if you listen to the kids talk, or you ask them a question right now, you know, really, I think they ought to go ahead and cut the funding, because they sure aren't using it on education.
I mean, they're not learning much the way it is.
It's got to be all those trips those teachers take to those teacher conferences.
Now, people are really not happy with this idea about transgenders going into a woman or a man's bathroom. They're not happy with that idea.
Oh, good God, everybody's not happy with nothing today, so big deal.
And I know, and that's the thing. Big Hoss, what do you think about this whole idea here?
Well, like I said, it's going to bring a whole new idea to free period in between classes. But I'm not getting the transgender anyway. Just because your father dresses you funny, you know. Supposedly, you're supposed to, it's for people that, if you're in a guy's body, he feels like a girl, or if he's in a girl's body, he feels like a guy. Now, when my mother grew up and I grew up, girls that felt like guys were considered tomboys, they grew out of it. Let them try to grow out of it.
Now, and of course, Republicans don't like this idea at all. Republicans are very against this idea.
Well,
they're shooting it down in any way they can.
Well, let's talk. Over the last 20 years, has Republicans liked any idea?
No, they have not.
So
that's why I said, of course, they are shooting this idea down, which they do any idea. That is nothing new. So, I don't know. What you have to look at this any way you possibly can. Whatever you think is up to you. My thought process on this...
And your thought process is unlike anybody living.
Oh, shut up. But here's the thing. Okay, it does say in the Constitution, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Well, if being transgender makes you happy, and you want to go into a boys' or women or men's restroom, hey, more power to you. And the thing is with all the kids, okay, if you don't take your kids in there. Go to another bathroom.
Go to another store.
Go to another store.
Go to another state.
If you don't like it, hey, that's fine. You don't have to be there. That's what people not get. Just because you're okay. Here's the thing here. People think, oh, my daughter's gonna see this what they call them freaks anymore, but they're not freaks. They're just human beings like everybody else. But anyway, they said, I don't want to see this. I don't want this freak in front of my child. Oh my God, what am I gonna do? Go to another store and get over it.
Move to another country and forget about it.
Move to another country.
Move to Canada. Blame it on Canada.
Right. Blame Canada. But I don't know. That's my thought process.
For our South Park Farms. For our South Park fans out there, blame Canada.
I mean, that's my whole thought process on this. Is just leave. Just go.
Just leave.
Just don't worry about it.
Please leave.
But I don't know.
I mean, well, back we have to think about too. Back when the Constitution was written up, people knew who they were.
Yes. Now, courts have settled the question whether the nation's sex discrimination law will apply in the matters of gender identity.
That's interesting.
It is interesting, yes. Now, what do the people think? Is this gender identity? What do you think this is? I want to know what everybody thinks. Email or call.
And hopefully later this Francine about calling. we have had a lot of issues lately with weather and stuff and everything working. We do plan to try to have we aren't sure what night yet, but we do plan to try to have a call-in segment while on air. So
Yes, we do.
keep your phones handy for that one.
Yes. I mean, I don't know. Everything in the United States that's happening is all going out of hand. We've got a lot of stuff to cover that's about not just from the United States, but in other countries as well, and we'll get to that. But I want to know what everyone thinks out there about about this whole transgender situation. So call or email if you want to call us. Our phone number is 754-200-3171. 754-200-3171. Email the B.AND.R Show at yahoo.com. So, I mean, you know, I don't know. That's just my thought process on this, and that's that.
And his thought process is different than anybody else living, so.
I mean, this is, I don't know, this is, people are just whining and complaining. Oh my God, my child's in there. Just shut up and just deal with it.
Grow up and grow
up.
fast.
If you don't like that that individual is in there, leave. Like I said, just leave. And you know, it's
If you don't like the heat, get out of the kitchen.
right. Exactly. But I don't know. This is getting ridiculous. Everyone is saying, "Oh, it's freedom of it's against my religion." Well, if you understood what that amendment was actually for, yeah, you change your tune a little bit. But and that's just that in a nutshell. And I'm tired. I'm just sick of it. I'm sick of this whole discrimination. People upset. You know, George Clooney said something the other day, and I don't know. I like George Clooney. He's a good actor to me. But there's something that stood out to me that he said that I didn't agree with.
Uh-oh.
He said, America is not racist. Well, it is racist.
Yeah.
It's very racist. It's a very discriminatory country. It's a very racist country.
Everybody thought, oh, we have our first black president. Racism is dead in this country.
And it's
no,
not.
Folks, it's alive and well.
It is alive and well, and it will be.
And flourishing in the South since you burned the Southern flag. It's more than ever down there.
Yep. I mean, it is honestly ridiculous. I can't. I don't know.
The governor of South Carolina is an idiot.
And it's getting ridiculous, and I'm tired of the whole situation. Got anything else to say about this, Big Hoss? Or?
Not at all. I think you covered it all.
All right.
Let's get on to some other scarier topic.
Yeah. Now, Donald Trump. We're gonna go.
That's a scary topic.
Yes, it's a very scary topic. One thing Donald Trump supporters really loved about Donald Trump is that his campaign was self-funded. Oh, God. You know.
I would actually like to hear from some hairdresser out there who would be willing to give Donald Trump a new hairstyle free of charge, please. Or a new toupee.
And another thing, that he had never taken donations from anybody. Nothing. Nobody at all. His campaign, and he promised this, was going to be 100% self-funded. Well, that just changed. That has completely gone out the window. That whole ideology of self-funding his own campaign is gone.
Well, after Hillary Clinton did that thing with George Clooney, where what was it, $5,000 a dinner?
Yeah.
Dinner. I think Donald Trump realized, taking some tips from Hillary, hey, maybe I can make money from this.
Yes. Like I said, he promised his campaign was 100% funded. That all changed. He held a fundraiser in California to actually raise money for his campaign, and the host was actually the new owner of the Neverland Ranch that Michael Jackson had, and that it was actually foreclosed on by this guy. Supposedly he had went bankrupt and had to foreclose on this.
Well, who? Michael Jackson?
No, the guy who bought the guy who's supposed to be hosting this fundraiser.
Oh, great! Now get this, folks. A guy hosting a fundraiser for Donald Trump has gone bankrupt too. Surprise!
They both have something in common, but
maybe they compare.